Module 14, Preservations. The learning objectives. At the conclusion of this module, you will have learned the fundamental principles of the need for preservation and the risks if this important activity is not put into practice. Preservation activities are vitally important recurring checks carried out usually on costly, often sensitive equipment for the purposes of maintaining warranty in accordance with the vendor's instructions, avoiding the risk of contamination or corrosion, maintaining workability, and to maintain a controlled environment. Preservations start from the time of delivery and recur at regular intervals. The strong recommendation here is that you should develop a preservations program and assign a preservations supervisor, preservations engineer, who would ideally come from within operations or maintenance to perform the work. A preservations program is confined to following package vendor recommendations. You should remain aware of your environment and any changing conditions. As part of your risk assessment, be aware of where commissionable items are being stored following their delivery. If they are exposed to the elements in an outside compound, in a warehouse or a climate-controlled environment. If commissionable items are stored on shelves in a warehouse, preservations will still be needed. The preservations engineer must be vigilant and keep a close eye on storage and handling. Be aware that preservations may not only be needed until the commissionable items are installed and commissioned, but if something actually happens to change the project, for example, if the project goes into mothballs, or temporary storage to give another name. If this happens, preservations will be needed. Also, be aware that preservations are not restricted to high-value or sensitive equipment in this case. You should refer to the case study on manual valves on page 57 of your folder notes. Use the preservations functionality in Xenitor to control, schedule, manage and report all work pertaining to these recurring preservations check sheets or P-check sheets, or PITRs as they're sometimes known. From Reports Plus, you can get a complete preservations history across the project. Slide 180 shows a typical preservation check sheet, or PITR, as generated from Xenitor. As you can see, the preservation check sheet is for the routines to be completed as a minimum on a monthly basis for piping system valves.
Preservation ITRs, or PITRs as they are also known, are status sensitive, with a unique icon in Xenitor to differentiate these recurring activities from other check sheet activities, which are typically one-time events.